morning, everyone. Welcome in on a Friday. It's going to be a beautiful day, but a very hot day. It's the 26th of June, 2026. Sunshine today, just a 20% chance of an afternoon shower. 93 is going to be our high. Weather will be really nice over the weekend, but really hot. We're talking 94 degrees tomorrow, 95 on Sunday. Heat index somewhere in the triple digits. So maybe find a pool or a lake or someplace with some water if you're going to be outdoors. But, very warm weekend ahead of us. And next week, we're looking Monday, Tuesday in the upper 90s, 96, 97. Yikes. Man, summer's hitting us in the face. There is no doubt about it. Thanks for being with us. It's Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Check out Daniel at Noble Contractors. Those of you that don't have a person to do your gutters, and I'm talking repairs, cleaning out those gutters. Maybe you need a whole new gutter system. You've been thinking about it. I highly recommend Daniel at Noble Contractors. Give him a call today. Let him at least give you a free estimate. I've had several people reach out to me. Tell me his name. What's his number again? I got a problem at the house. A friend of mine's mother just redid the entire house out on Lake Logan Martin that he did. Beautiful job. I have seen that. He does good work, and his prices are very fair. Get the free estimate. You will understand what I'm talking about. And go ahead and get some estimates from some of the big national companies that are out there as well. He's got he's got some financing available, low as 0% for 21 months. Also, you can talk to him more about his merging with Lifetime Roofing. Yeah, big news for Noble Contractors. So now you get two trusted companies, one stronger team. It's all happening with Noble Contractors. 422-3034. Put it in your phone, store it there. Daniel, Noble Contractors, 205-422-3034. You're dealing with somebody local, somebody that's going to treat you right, do a great job with new gutters, the gutter covers. He's got those as well. And whatever color gutter you need, he can put it on your house for you. But get it done with him. NobleContractorsALA.com, or like I said, 422-3034.
It is 9:08, and there is a new animated series coming to Netflix. It is the work of comedian Ricky Gervais, and it is called Alley Cats. Not surprisingly, it is not for children.
I was thinking probably not.
Series is described as a slacker-style sitcom that follows a group of street cats trying to survive in a tough urban setting. Each cat brings a distinct personality to the group, creating a mix of humor and conflict that drives the story. Early footage shows a bold 2D animation style that leans into exaggerated expressions and visual gags. And you can find the trailer online if you go looking for it. Ricky Gervais is an interesting cat in that he has produced a bunch of very short-lived series by design.
Mm-hmm.
They're only supposed to be so long. Extras was kind of an interesting thing where he played like a guy who was a movie extra and he a sad sack, a loser guy. Afterlife, he had one of those. Uploading, he's done 3 or 4 of these things, which are fast. The Office, originally he was the guy behind the original Office. So I'll be interested to see what this has to it. I tend to like his stuff because he's not in any way, shape, or form politically correct.
No, and that's what makes him very good at what he does.
That's what I find humorous anyway.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he's willing to call a spade, which is lovely. Lionel Richie is on his all-night-long tour.
Well, not so all night.
Yeah. Ironically, he had to cut the very first performance short.
Yeah,
Oops.
he didn't do so well.
No, but didn't we find the other day 77, I think?
Yeah, he's 77.
Wow.
He had just halfway through the show,
Mm-hmm.
said he got dizzy
Yeah.
and had to kind of sit down
Did they not
during
have,
the performance.
Did they not have the Rod Stewart
The oxygen, I guess not.
oxygen
He's
tank
probably
for him
like,
out there?
I need what Rod Stewart's got on his stage going forward.
Well, he cut the whole thing short. He just
Mm-hmm.
was like, The sing-along all-night-long tour got off to an unexpectedly rocky start. Legendary performer was forced to abandon the show less than an hour after taking the stage. He said, performed one more song at the piano, 3 times a lady, then announced unplanned intermission and did not return.
Well, I bet those fans were not happy. But, what can you do? I mean,
Yeah.
If you don't feel well and you're dizzy at 77, don't play around with that.
I kind of feel like if you got more than half a show And if it was more than an hour, I mean, most of these shows are about an hour 40.
But it's
you know,
Lionel
hour
Richie. He's
45.
got so much music to
I
get
know,
to.
I know.
It's not like he had 5 hits and that was it.
I agree.
Good
Right, and he
heavens.
called the tour the All Night Long Tour.
That's
Right. You might need to change
really
the
on
name
him.
of the tour.
I blame
That's what I'm-
Lionel.
That's what I'm thinking. Change the name of the tour.
we're going with half a night, ladies and gentlemen. The half a night tour. It's all the longer I can make it.
Well, all the best to him. We hope he gets well soon.
Absolutely.
And then he can dance on the ceiling.
I wish he would.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions Terrion Arnold was arrested in connection to a Florida kidnapping and robbery. What are you doing, guys? Quarterback faces felony charges. Arnold's management denies all allegations. The 23-year-old is accused of being the primary conspirator before 3 men in their late teens were held at gunpoint, battered, and pistol whipped in February in Tampa.
Gracious.
Some of the victims' belongings were stolen. Arnold is facing 4 counts of a weapons-related charge and 4 more counts of a charge relating to kidnapping, harming, or terrorizing, according to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office arrest records. The AP report added Tampa police had already arrested 6 others suspected of being part of that targeted armed robbery. 2 of them have pleaded guilty. The other 4 are being held without bond. How many people does it take to hold some teens at gunpoint? I'm just curious. Yeah. We got to get 9 people here. Let's get 9 people lined up so we can rob 3 teens. What?
Yeah.
We have you surrounded.
That's weird.
Seems odd.
But my guess would be that they didn't, daydream that it was Terrion Arnold. My guess would be that they knew it was Terrion Arnold, and so his management can deny all they want. Chances are really good someone's going to put him at the scene of that thing. That would be my guess. It's just a guess, by the way. We've got it from Debbie. We've heard it from others now. And here's one from Hollywood in Toto. That Supergirl is a joyless DC flop.
Ow.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
And I thought James Gunn was brought in to lighten things up
Yeah.
and make him, more
Yeah.
superhero happy kind of thing.
I thought so, too.
I think
heck,
they
dude?
They should have done a totally different type film.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like this was a this might be a warning that maybe you need to jettison James Gunn, that this was a bad idea to begin with.
Or whoever came up with the idea for this particular Supergirl needs to be jettisoned. I don't know which.
I don't know, but I mean, Gunn, his magic touch may be gone. He did some brilliant stuff in the past, but it might just be like, okay, and now we've milked you dry.
yeah, nothing left.
It's time to
Go on.
move on and see if we can't find somebody else who can put something together that will make a difference. Sad but true. I really liked the David Cornsweet Superman. I thought that was a really good movie. I thought it was well made. It was very reminiscent of the classic ones that we used to love with Christopher Reeve. Positive, upward message, bright, sunny. Not like the Henry Cavill deep, dark,
exactly.
shadowy Man of Steel thing that I never really understood.
Not where Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool can make fun of it and say, I think you belong in the DC universe.
That's right. That's
it's
right.
really dark.
That's right. You're a little dark. You sure you don't belong? Very funny. So I'm sad to hear that this movie does not follow in that suit, because I think it would have been good if they had. Of course, what did we have before Supergirl? Was Helen Slater previously, right?
Yeah, mid-1980s.
Yeah. I think one movie and done, and that was it.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be the same. I wouldn't be
More
looking
likely.
for Supergirl 2. I wouldn't.
No, don't be looking for that.
You're going to get Toy Story 6 before you get Supergirl 2.
I think you might be right about that. Oh.
And do you know who W. Kamau Bell is?
Yes, and I don't know what made him famous, but I know the name.
He was a stand-up comic, and then he had a late-night show on CNN for a long time.
Was that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, he was basically their version of Stephen Colbert or Greg Gutfeld or whatever, big far-flung lefty. And he went into Variety, wrote a piece for them about how Nate Bargatze is a terrible person and he hangs out with fascists and he should, he should be shunned. I do not. First off, I don't get why people just automatically hung the label fascist on the Trump administration, because I'm trying to figure out what they've done that's been so fascist.
They just
Well,
like using the word.
You're also talking to a bunch of people who actually have tried to change and have apparently been fairly successful in changing our definition of the word fascist.
I guess, but when you use the word fascist often, I mean, if everyone's a fascist, no one's a fascist.
True.
And that's basically what they're trying to say. Nate got his picture taken with RFK Jr. and Cheryl Hines, his wife. Cheryl Hines, by the way, a lefty. And until he joined the Trump administration, RFK Jr. was a lefty. And they were all at the UFC fight on the White House lawn last week. And Nate got his picture taken with them because they asked for one, and they're fans. And he got his picture taken, and it's like, oh, well, don't get your picture taken with fascists if you don't want to be called a fascist. You're a fascist for hanging out with them. Fascist? What? What fascist? What is fascist about this? A fascist imposes his will without regard to the law, without regard to judges or courts.
I think that's what's happened to Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly. This is what they're trying.
That's what they tried to do to him.
This is what they're attempting to do to him,
right.
as opposed to the other way around.
Well, that's how you do it.
Donald Trump is beholden to every court in the land, and he's made really certain that even when these activist judges make stupid statements like, you have to stop working on the ballroom, and he goes, okay, guys, stop. I know this is going to get overturned, but we have to all stop until such time as it is. He has made damn sure that he has followed every court order to a T to make sure that he is not a fascist, and yet he still can't escape the title. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And you can't go to an event and get your picture taken with some people without being called, well, you hung out with him. So I mean, like I said, this is the most 6 or 7 year old thing. I used to like Jimmy, but Jimmy was with Susie the other day, and I hate Susie, so I don't like Jimmy anymore.
That's exactly what that is.
You sound like an idiot.
Yeah, you do.
9:17, Steve's going to take a turn any minute now. Stick
right.
around. 921 Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, Talk995.com. Hot weekend in store for us with maybe the occasional breeze, depending on where you are. If you're on the lake, a possibility. You can have a little bit of a breeze out
You
there.
could have a whole lot of breeze.
Could be a lot, depending on how quickly you're going. How fast is that Suzuki Power taking you across the lake in your new Silver Wave or StarCraft pontoon or Tritoon? That one that's got the 7-year warranty on it, the Suzuki 7-year warranty, up until next Friday, and then it's back to 5.
Take advantage of it, really. This is the time. If you need to repower that Suzuki engine, this is what you want to do right now before July 2nd and take advantage of not just 5 years, it's now 7-year warranty.
And Rodney's is number one in repower in the area. Can you believe that?
Number one. One of the largest StarCraft and Suzuki dealers in the state of Alabama. This is why you want to deal with Rodney. That's one reason. Here's another reason. We personally know Rodney, his work ethic, and what he does out at Rodney's Marine. He treats every single one of his customers right. Takes good care of them. And it's not like, oh, well, you purchased a boat. See ya, and they waves you off and you're on your own. Oh, no. As long as you have that boat, the life of that boat, he is there to service the boat. You have something that goes on with the boat. Maybe you want accessories. He's got all the accessories right there on Lake Logan Martin. And here's the nice thing. If you want to purchase a boat and you happen to live on another lake or will access another lake, he can get the boat to you and still service the boat.
He is top-notch when it comes to service. He is the boat whisperer. There's not really a problem you can throw at him that he doesn't understand or know about because he's been doing it so very long. 15 years this year for Rodney's Marine. Very nice. And that is one of the reasons why they are number one in repowering when it comes to Suzuki. Just drop by Lake Logan Martin, Highway 231 in beautiful Cropwell. Visit them online at rodneysmarine.com. Give them a call, 525-1500, or check out their Facebook page.
It's Steve's turn.
Well, we all, I'm sure, remember the John Hughes films from the 1980s. Kind of made young adult films, including many with the famed Brat Pack, kind of cool if you were of a certain age at least. Some hold up well, others probably not, especially now that we're 40 years after the fact, and we have a lot of people who like to take current ways of thinking and put them into their reviews of movies that, well, they weren't made with today's way of thinking. One of those guys is Chris Morgan from the website Movie Maker. He's decided to take it upon himself to rank all 8 of John Hughes' movies. I say 8 because these are the ones that he directed specifically. Ranked them worst to best. John Hughes, he wrote scripts and did a whole lot of other stuff behind the scenes as well, but specifically from the ones that he directed here, he says, are the 8, ranking them from worst to best. The worst, number 8, Curly Sue. Last film that John Hughes directed about a con man played by Jim Belushi watching over a 7-year-old orphan, mostly notable for the debut, Chris says, of Steve Carell. I don't really remember this movie, truth be told. I think I might have watched it once. I don't know. Speaking of looking at things through the current age as opposed to when it was made in the 1980s, in at number 7, 16 Candles. First film that Hughes directed, ranked here mostly due, again, to the sensibilities of the author. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff in there that we look back upon and we go, kind of in bad taste. But back then, we thought it was kind of funny. Number 6, I have to admit, I forgot he directed the movie She's Having a Baby. Like Curly Sue, most either forgot or never knew this was a Hughes-directed film. Something of an attempt to go from teens to 20-somethings who are navigating, trying to get their lives started, both alone and together, and having a baby tossed in just to make things, we hope, more interesting. Kevin Bacon in this movie, and Elizabeth McGovern. I'm not sure I ever did see that movie. Number 5, I thought this was fairly low-rated. Let's see if we agree with Morgan's opinion on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. His 5th? Okay. Says it would be a lot more fun if Ferris didn't just breeze through life with no effort and if Bueller was actually a more likable character. Did you find Ferris Bueller to be not likable? I mean, I remember Ferris. Seemed kind of fun. I don't know. Weird Science comes in at number 4. Okay. Second half of the male fantasy quartet of Hughes movies, as some people have called it. We're going to deal with the second one of those coming up in a minute. The female set, by the way. 16 Candles, the first. 2 teens create a woman from a mid-1980s computer. Sure. Setting the scene for a movie that's just goofy and crass, knows it, embraces it, and all of that makes it fun. Okay. So all of the crassness that was in there, yet he can't apply that to 16 Candles. Knock yourself out. Number 3, Uncle Buck. John Candy portraying the parents' last choice, but as it turns out, maybe the best choice to be the babysitter for his nieces and nephews. Number 2, Breakfast Club. Many consider this the seminal Hughes film. 5 teenagers spend a Sunday in a high school library in detention and how they bond despite their cliquish differences and wondering how they might be able to react to each other when they return to school on Monday. Maybe the best known of John Hughes' films, but then again, every single Thanksgiving, in at number 1, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Moving totally away from teens, deals with the adults this time and the misadventures of a traveling pair who are just trying to get home for Thanksgiving. Morgan says this is funny and sweet in equal measure. It's not an easy feat to attain, and Hughes does it well. So the question is do we agree that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is his best? I think there are a lot of people who would say Breakfast Club is.
I would say Ferris Bueller, actually.
I don't necessarily disagree with that.
Yeah.
I do find it interesting that he ranks Weird Science above Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
Oh, me
Yeah,
too.
that I don't agree with that one.
I saw Weird Science in the theater.
And it's funny, don't get me wrong. Bill Paxton,
Yeah.
his role is perfect. Loved it. But it's way over the top.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of stupid. I walked out of there going like, that was not the John Hughes film that I was expecting. Okay,
No.
My mistake though. That was my expectations. I would say number 1, Ferris Bueller. Number 2, or 1A, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Okay.
That's a funny movie.
Yeah,
Then
very fun.
probably
It is.
Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, and then the garbage ones. The Weird Science and
The Curly Sue.
Curly Sue.
You do kind of wonder how that landed on his desk, and he goes, you know what? This is a good idea.
Oh,
Let me do
no.
this.
Like you said, it was his last one.
Yeah, that's true.
He was stretching.
Yeah, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, so to say, on that one.
It is hard to believe that people can make such remarkably good movies and such remarkably bad movies, that you can, like She's Having a Baby. I have seen that, and I saw Curly Sue. I saw all of those movies. I've seen every one of those. She's Having a Baby is a good movie, not a great movie. It's Saturday afternoon, I'm killing some time, what's on TV? And that movie pops up, and you watch it, and you could watch it from start to finish, and at no point would you say, this is a John Hughes film. And that might be part of the problem with it.
Maybe.
Because all the rest of those films have got kind of a John Hughes immature. Oh, yeah, Uncle Buck, by the way. Uncle Buck is a great movie.
It is.
I
think it's kind of underrated, actually.
Oh, absolutely. So we're going to go Ferris Bueller, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Then we're going to go Uncle Buck.
Okay.
Then we're going to go...
So you agree with the top 3. You just put them in it. Well, I take that back.
Yeah.
You put Ferris Bueller in there.
Right.
So you agree with 2 of the top.
Yeah, and then I would go 16 Candles, or Breakfast Club, rather, and then 16 Candles, and then Weird Science, and Curly Sue, and Having a Baby. Doesn't matter. At that point...
And once you get to that point,
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah, once you get
I got
below
it.
4, who cares
Right.
what order they're in at that point? But yeah, I don't know. Hughes was a fascinating cat. I watched an entire documentary on him once where they said the problem with John is once he got the project largely shot, sometimes even like while he was in the middle of shooting, he would come up with an idea for a new project and completely lose interest in what he was doing and move on to the next one. So that's why some of his films are kind of uneven, and he had no interest in the editing room whatsoever. You're like, dude, you're the
It's a big part of it.
director. You
Right,
kind of
you
have
need
to
to
be
do
there.
this.
You're the one
Yeah.
with the original vision of how this movie was supposed to go together.
Yeah. And he just no interest whatsoever. He was dumping Ferris Bueller and ran off to do Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It was like, wow, dude. This song includes some of the greatest lines in modern music history.
Yeah, slow it down, break it down. There he goes.
Make a dragon want to retire. Come on, that's
It's a
probably
fun
my
tune.
all-time favorite line in this song is smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. Mark Ronson. So good. This is one of those songs, by the way, I never get tired of. I could listen to it twice a day, every day for the rest of my life, and I would never get tired of it.
Knows how to have fun. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. 936, Diggs of the Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. How is your love life? How are things treating you in the bedroom? The Alabama Men's Clinic isn't just about testosterone, but they do focus on that. And if you have low T, then maybe your bedroom experience hasn't been that great. On the other hand, if you're struggling with ED, they've got the answers for that as well. And when you go for your initial consultation, you're going to leave with a game plan. You're going to leave with an idea of how things are going to get fixed, which is nice because you've got, pros working on it all the time. And everybody's different. So your game plan is going to be different than the next guy or the guy who came in before you. It is the men's clinic, so it is going to be all guys, just so you know. Alabama Men's Clinic, 598-7000, 598-7000. Call and make the appointment today, and you could be in there early next week and have your life changed as early as July 4th. So make it happen. That is my friends at the Alabama Men's Clinic. I love them, 598-7000, or online at alabamamensclinic.com. Jimmy John's has a new sub out.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the flavor? What do we got?
Buffalo Ranch Chicken Wrap
Ah,
and Buffalo Jimmy Chips.
sounds pretty good.
Sounds like a lot of buffalo. That's too much buffalo, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. Do you want buffalo on the chicken and on the chips? I'm kind of like,
If
I'll
you're a
take
big
it.
Buffalo
I
fan.
guess so. You don't want the buffalo sauce in both places, I guess. I don't know. I find that I don't really care for it when they combine the buffalo and the ranch. I would like to do that myself.
Because it
A
can
lot
be
of
too much.
It sometimes is too much ranch. I like a little less ranch. I want to be able to taste the buffalo, and the ranch should just have a cooling effect, But that's just me. What do I know?
So we're trying to do healthy, right?
Yeah,
A little bit.
I don't think this is healthy
There's
in
ranch
any way, shape, or
dressing,
form.
buffalo sauce, chicken,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little green onion.
I'm not sure it's that healthy. I got to be honest with you. I tell you what. When you're making buffalo sauce, it's basically butter. It's butter and hot sauce combined.
Yeah.
And so you're not really gonna get too healthy with that. Then you throw the ranch in, which is basically mayonnaise with some spices.
So true.
You're blowing that health right out of the water at
Yeah.
that point. All the lettuce
Yeah.
in the world is not going to bring you back from that. But tasty,
Yeah.
Tasty.
Very yummy.
What are you going to do? Love it. Jimmy John's, I don't know why, but we used to run their ads here for a little while. Remember? I think
do.
when we first opened up, they were, and I just love the fact that their entire advertising campaign is, we're freaky fast.
Okay.
I mean, they picked a lane.
I know, but
Yeah.
you want a little bit more out of your
You-
restaurant
yeah,
you're going to
like-
eat at.
Yeah. it's
Fast is great.
freaky
but
fast delivery. Like they will deliver it to your door, freaky fast. That's wonderful. How's the quality?
Right,
Hey, it's fast. You need not ask
I
anything
think
else.
the
okay?
fast should be
Yeah.
like maybe 2 or 3.
Right. Is it any good at all? Well, it's
Our
fast.
food sucks, but we're going to get it to you really fast.
You'll find out quickly.
Unlike Burger King, they can't get either of those right. Food sucks, and they don't get it to
And
you
they
fast.
don't get it to you fast. They're like, that's the old classic.
I was near a BK not long ago, and it's not anywhere we know of some of the ones around here, and it's like, no, almost stopped.
Yeah.
I said, nope, keep going. Kept on driving. I was like, no, don't do it, because if you get disappointed, like we talk about,
But
you
you
spend
do
the
have
money
that,
and the meal and all
you
of
do
it.
have the fascination. Is this one of the good ones that everybody
I know,
else
I was
talks
so
about?
close.
hear
I
about
just
them.
I want it to happen. I really am. I'm pulling for you, BK, but God, it's so frustrating. Never mind. I'll just get a Chick-fil-A and get that pimento chicken sandwich.
There you go. Get what you want.
I'm all
You'll never
happy
regret
there.
it.
Everything will be good.
Get what you want, and you will never
I
regret it.
don't have to look back or regret.
It's the classic. This food is terrible, and the portions are so small. Here's somebody who needs their head examined, working for Insider. Abigail Abasimus Demarest.
Okay.
There's a name.
No question. She ordered the same meal from Olive Garden and Carrabba's and came to the conclusion that Olive Garden was the better of the two.
Ah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, I've eaten at both places, and I find that difficult to believe.
Can I just tell you that I think it was not this past Easter, the Easter before, and because I haven't been to Carrabba's in a long time, and I went and I was blown away at how high the prices were.
Oh, my.
I was just like, you want what for Parmesan chicken? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
No.
I mean, I can't imagine taking like, a family. There's 6 of you in the family.
Oh,
and you're
my,
going to
yeah.
go to Carrabba's.
Yeah. You're
You're going to put down $200+ for it.
You're gonna have some serious
What?
coin there. On the other hand, almost anywhere is like that
I
nowadays.
know.
There's really
yeah.
a
I don't
place
mean
you
to
can
pick
go.
on them, but I hadn't been in a long time and my jaw dropped.
It will take you aback for sure. The difference here, though, is that, Carrabba's actually cooks the stuff right there in the kitchen where you can see it. You can watch them cooking your meal, and you can see them cooking it from scratch. And they did that by design because Olive Garden doesn't do that. And Olive Garden is basically taking food that was produced elsewhere, mass-produced elsewhere, which is why it's a little less expensive, I think, and basically heating it up and putting it on a plate and sending it out. There are very few things that are actually created right there in the kitchen. I think the soup is, which is, how you get the rat's feet in there. But kidding. That was that one story a year ago, and we still can't get the follow-up on that.
No, we don't. We never heard anything more about
I
it.
have searched. I have used various search engines to try to find out the end of that story. It's nowhere to be found.
It's just bizarre.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, do you
We kind
think
of like to know.
did Olive Garden, pay to hush this up, or, I just somebody signed an NDA? I have no idea. Strange though. Cinnamon bun Oreos.
Oh,
Really?
How about
really?
those
Are they
3
out
words?
now?
They are coming back after 10 years.
Okay, I thought that was something they had done, but I was thinking maybe I just thought it in my head and it didn't really have. Okay, so it did. All right.
You will find them at Walmart and or Target beginning July 6th for a limited time.
So these are the vanilla Oreo
Yeah.
outside
Mm-hmm.
and cinnamon bun filling.
Yeah.
So
We got to do a taste test on these, man.
yes.
Sure.
Got to do it.
I
look
don't
for
want to do a taste test because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to love them and I have to go buy a whole bag of them. Golly.
And Oreo has you cornered.
Jeez.
They're not Post Malone.
No,
Valerie,
what
calm
were
down.
the ones we just taste tested the other day? The purple ones.
Yeah, the BTS.
BTS
Yeah,
ones,
well,
huh?
of course, I was at Walmart the other day, and there they were, and I was like, oh, what the heck? It's the weekend. I'll just get a bag of these. Cuss.
I saw them as well, and I was just stronger than you.
Diet blown
I was
up.
like, I'm going to share this with all my family and friends.
I just walked by them and said no, but they were tasty.
They're very good.
I was shocked by how good those were.
They were, I would put that, it's pretty close to Post Malone. It
I-
might be about 3.
I didn't want them to be
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah, they were
I
a
would
little
have
better
preferred
than
that
I
they were
thought.
not that good.
Yeah.
But they were awesome. Cheerios has dropped a new version of its most iconic flavor. What is the most iconic Honey Nut Cheerios flavor? That would be it. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut, yeah.
obviously.
You said it in the,
I did. In the
Thank
question.
you for giving it away.
I phrased it in the question. But here's the thing, and maybe I'm a stickler for this. If it's not at least 10 grams of protein per serving, I don't think you should be allowed to put the word protein on it. This is 8 grams. I'm like, that's not that much, guys. You act like that's a huge deal.
well, maybe for
Do we know what it
cereal
was
it
before?
is.
No, I don't know, but I know that if you're going to infuse it with protein, put a lot in there. My Special K, the protein Special K that I eat sometimes in the morning, 12.
12, yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
Well, and maybe they're not doing. Maybe this might be where Cheerios is.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything different. They just are highlighting that it does have protein in it to maybe get you to buy the product.
Could be.
In other words, that's what it's always been. They're not doing anything special.
Protein is all the rage.
Right.
That's everybody loves it supposedly nowadays. That's what we're all about.
For now,
yeah.
and then we'll be on to something else.
Exactly.
6 months from now.
Protein is this year's
We're like, don't eat
pretzel
all.
bun,
Some doctor will come out. You can't eat more than 50 grams of protein in a day.
or you'll drop dead.
That's right.
Okay, from what I could tell before they added the protein, regular serving of Honey Nut Cheerios was 2.5 grams of protein.
Aha!
Oh, so they did do something.
So they jacked it up a little bit
Mhm.
through protein.
What'd they
on the
do?
label.
Come on, what'd you
They
put in
added
there?
protein.
Like what?
They just
You had some meat to the Cheerios?
They went out and got some protein, and they put it in there. What more do you need to know?
I need answers.
Why must you
Just
be?
like you with the
Stop
thing in
probing.
the soup. I need to know about the protein.
You need to know about the protein.
Yeah.
Everything's got protein in it nowadays. Hadn't you heard? It's all the rage. Doritos Dinamita has got a new chip out. It's part of the Naked group. Naked Chili Limon. That is essentially, they come in the white bag. You know, they don't have the artificial flavors. They don't have the artificial colors.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
they're
I've
kind of-
seen those.
They're cheaping out by doing it this way, by having a whole nother line that's like, oh, yeah, we do have some without artificial flavors and colors. Why don't you take the artificial flavors and colors out of the ones that you're selling now?
And save all that money.
We don't want to ruin those.
Yeah.
That's why we created the separate bag.
We don't want to ruin them. Yeah, that's why they put them in that white bag.
We're going to keep those loaded down with
All the
with
losers
all
in the checkout aisle with a white bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Oh, I
Losers.
said that out loud.
losers.
Well, you know it doesn't taste the same. It tastes better with whatever they got in there.
Chemicals. What you're saying is
Yeah.
better living through
What was
chemistry.
the one we just tried? The taco?
The lemonade.
No, the taco. The
the
taco something. Nighttime taco
Yes,
or
yes,
whatever.
the
it
late
was.
night
Yeah.
taco
I
one,
went and
yeah.
got a bag of those too.
Oh
Thanks,
my
guys.
God. Jeez.
It's summertime in the Vining household.
Yeah,
Here,
boy.
eat up, everyone. Make you a big old Dagwood sandwich and have some of these Doritos, and then I've got Oreos for you too.
Steve, check with Frank and see if we can get a wide angle lens on her camera because she's going to need it before long.
By the end of the summer, I'll be like, help! She gets so fat. Oh, there's Oreos and Doritos she's eating, and then all those wing runs every Thursday.
Mhm.
That's why I'm limiting it. I only had 3 wings yesterday.
Yeah, I had. We ate the one at the first place, which I broke in half and ate. So I ate one flat and one drum, and then I ate one of each at the second place, and that was
Yeah.
it. It was basically we had 3 wings.
I had
And by
3
the way, they were little at the first place.
Right.
They were small wings. It's almost like the chicken may have escaped with its life. I'm not sure. And then.
And I said to you that I was driving home, and I was like, I'm kind of still. I mean,
Right.
I feel like I haven't had anything. Like we just had a snack,
Yep.
an appetizer.
That's right.
And I started thinking about, okay, where am I gonna stop and get some? I said, Val, you're gonna take your fat butt home, and you're gonna take a nap, and maybe you can have something light later, but knock this off.
No. Did Karen sample the wings, by the way?
She did.
Yeah.
A little too much breading for her, so I
Okay.
ended up having wings for dinner last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
were pretty heavily breaded, yeah. I really wanted another one of those sauced wings at Yo Mama's.
Those are pretty good.
I was fighting it, and I went, nope, I don't need that.
You can always go back
I will
another day.
eventually.
Yeah.
By
Sometime.
the way, had a caller call in say that next time you go to Yo Mama's, you actually ought to think about trying their fish tacos.
I
Said those were excellent.
I saw that on the menu while we were sitting there eating. I was like,
I like
those
fish
are
tacos,
good.
but I think you have to be careful where you order them. But
Oh,
if they're
absolutely.
recommending them, maybe we go back and try that.
fish tacos and shrimp tacos. I
Oh,
take one of
shoot.
each.
Yeah.
First of its kind soft pretzel is on shelves now. What? Soft pretzels on the shelf. How do they work that out?
Right.
I need some answers. Super Pretzel launches new filled pretzel bites.
Super pretzel. Ooh.
Super Pretzel. They just took a regular pretzel, put a cape on it. That's what they did. And for more than 50 years on the shelves, the brand introduced an updated recipe last year with a softer, smoother texture. Then came a protein-packed pretzel
Oh.
for snackers
Of course.
looking to squeeze in some extra protein. And most recently, the brand released a limited edition star-shaped soft pretzel in celebration of America's 250th birthday.
You know, it's hard to find somebody that does soft pretzel good. You know, there's a lot out there, but not everybody does them where they're like, oh, this is really good.
I think what we're doing here is these are in the freezer section, and you take them out and you put them,
In the
you just
micro?
heat them up, basically.
Oh.
Because they're fully cooked. It says fully baked, ready to go. But they have cheese and pizza sauce filled, and then they have cheese blended with spice filled.
Really?
Uh-huh. I don't know.
So they're like trying to make a meal out of this pretzel.
Apparently so.
Hmm.
I don't like pretzels enough to do that. I'm going to pass. Thank you very much. And Dolly Parton just launched 3 single-serve desserts, and fans are grabbing them all. It's cookies and custard cups.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Banana cream, cookies and custard, chocolate mud pie, and vanilla shortbread. and these are all like there's 4 in each package, so they're a little bit like I don't know.
Like a pudding cup?
Yeah, exactly. Hunt's snack pack.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Oh, I love the snack packs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great childhood memory.
Take that ring and just
Yeah,
you
and
pull
then
that
cut
thing
yourself.
off. Yeah, cut your tongue on the lid while you're
Yeah,
licking
licking
it.
it.
You know?
Because you couldn't stop
Yeah.
licking it, going, there's a little bit right there that I'm having a hard time getting to.
Mom kept saying, stop lick
Slice.
that. You're going to cut your tongue.
Oh. All right, we got the Dixon Divining question of the day coming your way after I tell you about Parrot Structural Services, parrotss.com, 668-2626. Licensed, bonded, insured, E-Verify compliant. When the foundation starts to go south, when it's shaky, when it's falling, when it's failing, when it's sinking, you need somebody on your side that you can trust. Parrot Structural is loaded with integrity and experience. There really isn't a problem you can show them that they haven't seen a dozen times or more before. They know how to fix anything and everything, and that's really who you want on your side. You want experienced guys who are going to be 100% honest with you. Even when the news is absolutely horrible and devastating, they're going to be 100% honest with you. And when the news is, hey, there's nothing wrong with your foundation, this is just normal settling, they're going to be 100% honest with you, and that's what you're looking for. That's Parrot Structural Services, parrotss.com, 668-2626. They are, like I said, licensed, bonded, insured, and E-Verify compliant. 9:55, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk 99.5, the.com. Let's take a look at some of the texts we've received. Justin says, movie conspiracy theory and Ferris Bueller's Day Off is that Ferris is stuck in that day like Groundhog Day. That's why it's so easy for him to do what he does. I think it's because Ferris is just super cool. Julie says, Dong, where's Grandpa's automobile? Automobile? No more Yankee Wanky. The donger needs food. Michelle Pfeiffer's kids hate Uptown Funk. They're embarrassed by it. I saw Bruno Mars in Nashville several years ago. One of the most entertaining concerts I've ever been to, says Scott. Yeah, he put on a hell of a show. It was very funny because he was scheduled to appear here. It was a question of ticket sales. I was a little on the inside on this one because of our station down the hall. And they were like, we're afraid he's going to pull out because he's not selling very well. Did the halftime show in the Super Bowl. Boom, sold out the next day. Everybody that saw that in Birmingham was like, I got to have a ticket to this show.
There you go.
That guy is one of the most entertaining people
he's very talented.
on the planet.
I do have to wonder, though. Michelle Pfeiffer's kids might hate it. What does Michelle think? She's probably secretly laughing that her kids hate it.
She has been asked about it, and she said she was a little shocked to hear her name pop up in a song. And she said, and yeah, her kids hate it because she was cranking it up while they were in carpool line. Like all the kids are hearing it. Like, oh, what the hell? QT has the best soft pretzel, cinnamon with icing dip, says Shane.
Take your word for that.
All right, I'm on board. I could do that. I get it. Let's do this.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
It's a simple one. What cartoon character best represents you? Cartoon character best represents you, Steve West.
Speed Racer.
Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go. What about you, Valerie?
I said Jane Jetson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shane, get me off this crazy thing.
Not daughter Judy.
No.
Okay.
I went Jane.
Well, then I'm going to go with Mr. Spacely.
I love Mr. Spacely.
And
Don't
his
you?
sprockets.
This is
You pick him up and hug him.
Here we go. This is the rarely do you get to hear this. I'm going to do it for you now. It takes so much effort.
Oh, this is
Here it
going to be good.
Here it is.
If you're on YouTube, it's special.
This is the Mr. Spacely impersonation. Kids, don't try this at home. Jetson, you're fired.
Pretty good.
Nice.
That was really good, Richard.
Thank you very
In
much.
case you don't have
I don't-
YouTube on, you can go back and watch the 9 o'clock hour.
I don't get a lot of practice with that
That's
one.
good,
but I'm glad I
Richard.
could get that in there. Let's see. Huckleberry Hound, says Brad. That's interesting.
Wow, I haven't thought about Huckleberry Hound in years.
Either. Yosemite Sam,
Oh,
red-headed
yeah.
fire temper. I like it. Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. I used to love that show. I watched it with my daughter all the time. Rocco's Modern Life. Here comes the Grump. I don't know what
Never
that
heard
is.
of it.
Me neither. Probably looks like it's drawn by the same people who do Rocco. Linus Van Pelt, Fred Flintstone, the Pink Panther, Betty Rubble. Very good. Johnny Bravo. Oh, comic book guy from The Simpsons. I'm not getting off the stool until you show me the money. Johnny Quest, Foghorn Leghorn. I say, boy.
So
Yosemite
good.
Sam, very good. Daffy Duck, you're despicable. Is there a sloth in cartoons anywhere? I'm here for
Sloth,
the audition.
not that I know of.
Wile E. Coyote. Don from Finding Nemo. Roadrunner. Daffy Duck. Very good. Love all these. Thanks to everybody who participated. As always, we'll do it again Monday. It is actually my actual answer was Homer Simpson. By the way,
Homer.
that was
Ah.
No. Yeah. Basically, when things don't go my way, I throw stuff and break things, and that's my life. That's it for us. We're out of here. Back to Monday, dark and early, 6